welcome to Turn Up the Tech, Invision's podcast series.
That was the winning name, was it? That was the winning name?
That was the winning name. I'll come to that. I'll just do some quick intros here first. But I'm Marc Taylor. I'm Commercial Director of Invision, and I'm joined by Peter Alloway, our Head of Business Development. Welcome, Peter.
Thanks for coming back to see us again.
No. Did anyone listen last time?
Yeah, there was a few nice comments on it, actually. I was quite impressed.
I didn't dare look.
We'll see if we get some more. We'll see if we get some more.
We'll try and go for some more. So you're right. Yeah, we've got a name now. Last time we were making it up, weren't we? So
that's what we do.
That's what we do best. We were making it up. So yeah, Turn Up the Tech. But I think actually I saw some great stuff on LinkedIn. I think we have to give a nod to some people. I think we put it out there. What should we do a name?
I think there were some really crackers on there.
There was, wasn't there? So, but there's particular. I've got to give some shout outs. I think because there were some really good names. Particularly our friend Andy Bott used to.
Good old Andy.
Good old Andy. I think this was. I don't really want to say this. This would be my favourite. CI2I. I mean, he should be a headline writer, shouldn't he?
Yeah, he should be in the business, shouldn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. So that was really good. And then Bob Nayans, he came up with AV and T.
That sounds right up my street.
Yeah, he did. And he at ISE he explained to me he came over and he did his best British accent. Very good. But anyway, it was and he explained that he thought we could have a different cup of tea every episode. And we could talk about that. But I then thought about that and thought, Pete doesn't drink any other cup of tea. He's really specific about his tea.
I can't do all the fluffy teas. But,
No. So, and also if we got talking about tea, well, especially with you, that could be an episode in itself.
We've only got these guys on the payroll for a little while, haven't we? Doing all the clever stuff.
I think that could go on far too long. So that, and then Carl from Home IQ came up with Marc and Pete's podcast, which I think was very tongue-in-cheek. So it was, I mean, we could have gone down that route, but
keep it simple.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you.
I did see some others, but I don't think they're going to get a mention.
Yeah, they're probably ones we can't mention. So we'll best leave them.
This is really cool. We've got a plant on the table this time. We've got the mics on the right side of the table, or we're sitting on the right side of the table now. I think it was all down to us. Yeah, but no, this is cool.
Well, I think for those who did maybe follow on YouTube last time, it was sort of like we looked like aliens a bit, didn't we? Because we had this sort of thing in front of our face. So maybe this time, actually, I don't know if that's a benefit.
Yeah, that was
now
a good
you
thing.
get to see our faces.
Sorry to the audience.
So maybe, but yeah. So now, well, at least we got
good.
it. So we're learning, aren't we, Pete?
Good to be back. We're learning. We're
learning how to do this. So and with those regards to names, they were brilliant. So I think we might be able to segue them in somehow over some future episodes. Let's hope. So what's the hot topics? Well, I think I think it would be remiss of us not to just. I know we will obviously just come back from ISE 2023, and it would be a bit remiss of us not just to touch on that a little bit and talk about some highlights.
Fantastic event.
Yeah, how was Barcelona for you, Pete?
I can confidently say when I checked my steps, I only do that a couple of times a year on my phone. I qualified. I walked in excess of a marathon.
Did you?
Yeah, I was quite happy with that. But no, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic venue. So easy to get about in Barcelona. From the hotels, the venue, going off to any of the venues we went to in the evening. I thought it was just brilliant. Really, really good.
Yeah,
really
second time in Barcelona now, and I think I've got to say I rather like it. I've come accustomed to it. You know, I did like the Dam, but this I do.
Barcelona, even in February, is a bit warmer.
Yeah, that helps.
And it warmed up as the week went on.
Yeah, it does help.
No, I thought it was really good. But I just think the venue was just awesome, with the resi, predominantly all the resi in Hall 2.
No giant
tents. And then
tents.
you can start, no giant tents and inflatables and what have you, passport control.
Yeah.
And but no, it's really, really good having the majority of all the resi product solutions from a whole host of brands, all in Hall 2.
Yeah.
Really nice and easy to navigate. And then you start venturing into the other halls where some of the product did move over to Hall 3 and 5.
It feels, the resi part feels more bunched together, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
And that is definitely an improvement.
But tons of room.
Yeah.
Everyone had plenty of room.
And actually the hall layout, isn't it? Because it just goes down in one sort of length rather than, it did dot around a bit at the ride, didn't it?
Yeah.
It sort of, I really liked it. I thought it was really good this year.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so highlights from you?
I think meeting up with some of our brand partners that we haven't been able to get face to face with, I think, for the last sort of 3 years, where it was obviously last year's Barcelona was a bit warmer in May, but there was not as much support for a whole host of reasons of brands coming over. So it was really nice to see some of those guys, particularly spending some time with Ryan and Shannon from Screen Innovations, who just love to party, clearly. That was really, really good. And Marc Fisher from Origin Acoustics. Yeah. Just really, really good to see these people and other, I think, several pictures that have been posted out there. Legends.
When he was properly back, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really back. It was back big time. So the focus for us was really spending time with our partner brands, which we really enjoyed, and a whole host of customer meetings. And
we're out there to see customers and things like that, but also, obviously, our like you say, our partners, it's really important for us, and we get to learn so much. We don't always, a lot of them are in the US or at least out of country, and we don't get to see them all the time. So we get that face-to-face time where we get to learn, and that is really important for us. So we get to suck in all that knowledge.
Just adds value to the relationship that we've currently got with all of these partner brands, which is good.
Trinov booth was a bit epic, wasn't it?
Wow, that was. It certainly, obviously, we're a little bit biased, but it certainly appeared to be. It certainly appeared to be a bit of a showstopper, and
that was unbelievable.
Pretty much, there was digital booking available way before you went out to ISC, and it was pretty much sold out until Friday. And then, obviously, we were doing our best to try and get customers in, but we didn't want to overcook it because there was only so many seats in. Quite an interesting presentation that they were putting on, but I think the VIP UK event that we held on Tuesday was absolutely epic. It was just brilliant from 5 until 6:30 on a Tuesday. A very large number of customers coming through for a bit of special time, and I think then we had to go off and eat and drink and stuff afterwards. I'd say it's tough. It's tough working with these brands.
Yeah. When you come back, everyone feels really sorry for you, don't they? Yeah. We say how tough
really
it is
tough.
and how hard work it is. And we don't get that sympathy, funny enough, do we?
No, not at all. Not at all. No, get over the family. The dog barks at me when I come back in, and
my kids keep telling me how I'm going on holiday. I say, it's not a holiday. And they go, no, are you out eating and drinking? I say, well, yeah. They go, it's holidays. I don't win the argument. I lose the argument. So. What about a bit of product stuff?
I think some of it I'll bounce back to some great time with Screen Innovation. From me, it's a big brand for us, very important brand. But it was really nice to see that they'd listened to some feedback from us, and we've looked at improving further the Maestro woven material. It really is a tight knit. It was just awesome to see the company listen and deliver in pretty quick time on it. So that was really nice to see, and to get some time with the new Solo 3 format screen, which was really good to see in the flesh on that one. Our friends over at Lithe Audio had an absolute ball with what they were showing. They got new product coming through. One of the products didn't quite make it out there for one reason or another.
They had some challenges.
A pretty key product, but we'll be giving you the opportunity to see that pretty soon with some other events that we've got coming up. But I think the other the big one for us was the Pulsate Gallo stand. Again, that was just like a party for 4 days out there. Constant traffic. seeing the known lineup from Pulse 8, but then seeing the One IP solution in full glory, working, no smoke and mirrors, surface mount cable. When you saw it working, where it was just one piece and it's a source going in and it's going out to a display, and that's also fully duplex, and that's pulling that source back out to anywhere else in the house. It just made sense when you saw it. It was brilliant, absolutely awesome. And our good friends, Gallo Acoustics, with the array of coloured balls, which we all love. Some great demonstrations going on there as well, but obviously the new lineup being presented to us. Work in progress on the new profile range, which was received exceptionally well, and it's not round. It's a bit alien.
I know.
They've got to learn to get some rulers out and do some straight lines this time. It's I'll take my hat off to them. But no, that was received really, really well from customers that we took round there.
And we got a sneak peek, didn't we, at Mad VR, which announcement to come soon. But I think...
Are we allowed to talk about it? Yeah. I've got some. I think there's some pictures. I think there's some pictures out there.
It's coming soon. And so that was our first opportunity. So we won't dwell on that too much, but let's watch this space really. But that was great to get in there and see that. And also for me, we got to see the Aussies on the Cricks and Trinov gang, didn't we?
Yeah.
So
what gang that was?
That was
a big
good. But
big
I mean,
gang.
that's some commitment, right? That's
really
heck of a journey. So that was really good to see those guys.
I think the other one that really stood out in my mind, and forgive us if we're not mentioning anyone, you were all amazing, but the RTI stand really did it for me. It sort of felt... it's always been engaging on the RTI stand, but those guys were sitting proud with everything they'd done. There was all sorts of demonstrations going on live. It was all about the experience for whoever's using it, whether it's hospitality, commercial, residential. Fantastic presentations, and I think they picked up some awards on the back of that at the show. So, yeah, some really good time with the RTI gang, which was good.
And for me, special mention has to go to Justin Payton of Surgex for, what can be said, the most amazing restaurant choice. It was
if you're vegetarian, you might want to sort of shut off and put your hands over your ears now. But
that was just unbelievable.
That was.
I was going to try and name drop it, but I couldn't pronounce it. So, but it was an Argentinian steak restaurant. Which
Argentinian
was
steak.
Believable.
That was certainly not steak as I've ever seen it presented before. I think with the big party that we had there, it almost looked like half a cow had been served up, and you were dipping in, and everyone was encouraged to take a piece of and have a taster.
So our top tip is, if you're in Barcelona, go see
give Justin a ring,
because he knows where to go.
He knows the places.
13 years of living there does help, doesn't it? So, thank you, Justin.
It was a bit special.
That was
nice. What was I'm trying to think what that starter was I had, or the dessert, but they were just presented like I've never seen food presented before.
It's making me
just
hungry
delicious.
And what made it even more satisfying for me was our resident foodie Nick had decided that he was going home that night, so we had the delight of keep pinging him our images, didn't we?
It was good for us. It was good for us. And Nick, you definitely missed out, mate. Really did miss out.
But I did give you the option of that night, and you chose not to.
That was good. Great food. Great food. Thanks
and then
again.
I guess this really wraps into the highlight. The Origin party was pretty great.
Wow.
That was US style, Pete. They brought the US over to Barcelona.
It was a flavour of the States. If ever you've attended an Origin flavour, or the personalities behind Origin, they know how to do a party. And I know all the pictures felt like they were hiring this little castle or something out in Spain. I was getting a bit concerned when the cab driver, it took us, 20 minutes or so to get there, and I did wonder where we were going for a while.
I wondered how we were going to get back as well. That was looking shady at one point, wasn't it?
But
we got lucky, actually.
That was incredible. That was just a fantastic night. Mixing it again with customers and industry colleagues from across many other brands, but really, really good to see these people. Great street food, great bar, great people behind the bar.
Awesome T-shirt.
Outstanding T-shirts on that, and everyone, no matter what condition they were in, made sure they did gather themselves together enough to get their T-shirt to go home on that. Great resident DJ, and we had a visiting DJ as well.
I know.
Mr. Fisher does like to interfere, doesn't he?
He does,
like
he definitely
interfere.
interfered. I think he got kicked off because he turned it up too much.
Yeah, but he did a good job, and but it was just great. Bit of a dance area, but a nice chill out network area outside undercover, and some amazing street food being served up after. It was. What more could you want?
Absolutely.
What more could you want? You didn't have to do the kebab on the way home. It was already there. It was fantastic. There's some videos and pictures that we have posted, and there's an awful lot of videos and pictures that we can't post. It was a good night. It was a good night. But and we had that until 3 a.m. And being the trust,
and we were up early still the next day.
I was going to say, being the trusty soldiers that we are on stage.
Got our duties.
Bright and breezy the next morning, looking good. But no, I think it was great, fantastic night. And again, all of our partner brands that were also invited had a great time, and they all turned up on their stands as well, which is great.
So that brings me rather nicely on to, I did get the opportunity. So what I think is great about ISE is you get this opportunity to meet the guys that you just don't see, face to face every day. You know of, and you know their personalities and everything like that. And from Origin Acoustics, Marc Fisher, their president, was there, and we were able to get a interview. I was able to get a sort of short, snappy interview with him on the Midwich booth. So Midwich had this AV on air live sort of podcasting. That was cool, wasn't it?
That was great.
Really cool. And so I managed to get an interview with him there and get a bit of a soundbite and what he's about and something like that. So we're going to cut over to that now, and then we'll find something to talk about later. Yeah.
We'll refresh our cups and pay attention, and we'll see you shortly.
And hand over to Mr. Fisher.
Well, so thanks for joining us. This is Mark Taylor from Invision, and I'm here in Barcelona at ISE 2023, and I have a very special guest.
Special.
Very well, in lots of ways. In lots of ways. So, Mr. Special Guest, tell me who you are.
Okay. How do you want me to describe myself?
In the only way you can.
All right. Well, welcome. My name is Marc Fisher. I'm the president, one of the owners of the amazing and incredible speaker company, Origin Acoustics. And it is actually my first time out here in Barcelona. So I'm fairly excited right now.
Is this your first ISE?
This is my very first ISE.
ISE virgin.
Yes, I am a virgin.
Oh my word!
Yeah, it's been eye-opening for me for sure. Being in the business for 23 years, traveling the world, it's actually my first time at this show.
So this is really special. We got you on a special time. This has not been seen before. So
no. I mean, this recording and this entire podcast should go into the archives and should be saved for future children to hear and learn.
This is special, guys.
Yes,
this is special.
They need to learn from what we're about to talk about, which is the key to success.
So why don't we start here? Because I can't believe that anyone will not know Origin Acoustics, but there may be somebody out there.
Yeah,
so tell us.
If they're living under a rock, then there's 100% chance that they're not aware of who we are. Our company is only 9 years old, and we have done some really amazing things. And when we look at our company in the U.S. and we look at our company around the world, people don't know us because we build incredible speakers or because we have a great warranty. They know us because of our people, who we are, and what we're trying to do for the industry. And that has made really our success the key to our company.
I think they also know you a bit about the parties as well, don't they?
We are known, but like I said, it's all about the people. So
it is about the people. If you the parties, they're the same, right?
If you throw a good party, the truth serum starts coming out, and everybody just starts liking each other. And what starts with nice, normal handshakes when people come in, you're hugging on the way out. And the reason that is because I would say, unlike any other company out there, we're a group of individuals that actually really care about the people that we work with. And because we care so much, it rubs off on them, and then that rubs off on the other people, and that puts people in great moods and in great spirits.
So tell me, what do Origin do? So you got a UK integrator audience here, right? So chance to tell them, what do Origin do for dealers?
Well, what we do is we make people better. And I know that sounds weird, right? I haven't even told you who we are or what we do, but we make people better. We happen to build some of the most unique and some of the coolest speakers in the industry, right? So, to sum it up in under 30 seconds, if you need an architectural and ceiling speaker, if you need an in-wall speaker, if you need an outdoor landscape speaker, if you need a commercial speaker, if you need a sound bar, a subwoofer, whatever you need. We have over 400 SKUs, and what we've done is we've gone out and we've designed and engineered every single SKU on our own. When we started this company 9 years ago, we had 18 SKUs on the table. Every one of those SKUs were hand designed by us. And over the course of the 9 years, we've expanded our catalog, and we've done it by doing one of the most important things you can do as a manufacturer, which is listen to your customers. And when you listen to your customers, they tell you what you want. And then our job is to come out with those products and those needs that our customers want. And that's pretty much what's made our company who we are today. We consider ourselves to be one of the best in the industry, so much so that one of the largest speaker companies in the world, which is Bang & Olufsen, when they needed help designing some products and working together, we collaborated to build architectural series for them. When Crestron, one of the biggest control companies in the world, came and said, hey, we're looking to update our audio side, they came to us, and we worked together and collaborated with them to build their architectural speakers. So we've done a great job in the industry by becoming friends with people. We're all in this together, and we all want to make money, and we all want to have a lot of fun doing it. And that pretty much sums up our company.
So you said you're relatively new in the grand scheme of things. Well, I know there's big history there.
Yeah,
tell us about that.
Yeah,
that big history.
There's a lot of history. I've been in it for 22 years. I started back in 2000. Oh, 23. We're in 23 now. Yes. I totally forgot what year it was. So I've been doing this for a long time, and myself, my partner, and the CEO of the company, Nick Berry, has been in this business forever and has a keen eye and a keen ear in finding the right people and finding the right products and helping us all work together. And with our team, from our engineering department and our sales department and our QC department and our customer service department, we're 55 people of a strong team. And we all have unique backgrounds. Nick's background comes from the Speakercraft days. My background comes from the Klipsch days. We have Mike Hopkins, who's one of our chief engineers. He has history with other speaker companies. So when you have this collaboration of all these young and energetic people that have the same goal in mind, which is making people better, it becomes really easy. And more importantly, it becomes fun.
Yeah.
And we have a rule at our company, which is, we always tell the truth. We will tell you anything you want to know about our company or about our products. And our second rule is, we have to have fun. And if either of those things start to get messed up, then we have to go back to the drawing board and see how to fix it. But those are really the key successes that we have to our company.
Right, so tell us, where are you based?
So the company's based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm personally based out of Philadelphia. And I spend a lot of time in the air. Obviously, I'm a little over 1.5 million miles in the air over the past 10 years.
Wow.
So I get around. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So obviously first time here in Barcelona.
First time here in Barcelona.
Tell us a bit about the US dealer base. Is there anything you've seen here that perhaps we can take to the guys in the UK can learn from what's happening in the US? Is there what advice can you give them?
So collaboration, right? I would tell you that over the course of the past couple of days, I've met with some incredible integrators. I've spent a lot of time meeting your customers and talking to everybody. And what I have found is that there's very minimal amount of collaboration. In the U.S., our company specifically, we'll take 25 dealers out to dinner, and we'll make them spend the day together talking about their business and talking about what makes their business better. That's something that I haven't seen much of here, while being at the show and talking to dealers. And I think that's one key thing, which means, for those that are listening, if you have another dealer in the market or another integrator or someone that you might maybe not get along with, call them up and go have dinner with them and talk to them about their business and what they're doing. And you'll find that you might be in the same market, but you're harvesting from different people and different clientele. And talk about your business. Open up and share things that make you successful. Because the things that have made our dealers successful in the U.S. is talking about what makes each one of them successful. Because let's face it, as you're listening to here today, most of you probably did not get in this business because you wanted to run a great business in the audio world or a great business as an integrator. You got in it because you love this stuff. You're a tinkerer. You're a hobbyist. You just want to play with this stuff until it works, right? And that's great. But you might not be a great businessman or a businesswoman. Use people that you know to help make your business better. And when you do that, you'll find that your life gets better. You start having more fun. So that would be the one thing that I would absolutely look at as an integrator out here. If you're an electrician, if you're an integrator, put 20 people together. Go spend the day and talk about what you do.
And how do they reach out there? What do they use? How do they do it?
I mean, the best way to do it is right through you guys, right? I mean, come on.
It's like I teed that
up. I mean, you
I?
did tee it up a little bit. I had to cheat. But no, I mean, listen, talk to your local person at Invision, right? And talk to them and say, hey, I want to get together with a group of people. Reach out to them and talk to Mark and talk to the rest of the team and use your distributor, the company you buy from, to help you grow, because they're full of lots of information that we share to them. We can't get to everybody, so we'll share more with you guys, and then once you have it, you can share it with the rest of the team.
So we've got some events coming on all this year, which we'll get out and announce very soon. And actually, we're hopeful that we may even see you back the UK sometime soon.
I heard, yeah.
I mean, it's. Yeah, I know I'm pushing you on air, right? So, but let's just say it may be happening soon.
It may be happening, and if I do come out, I would love to meet every one of you. I'd love to teach you and share with you some of the things that we have done to make our company successful. We're open our books and share that with you. And I am very excited to get back maybe to Barcelona, maybe to Israel, maybe to Germany, maybe to the UK, a little bit of everywhere. I'm going to be traveling a lot over the next year here. So I'm looking forward to spending some time with you guys.
So let's let these guys know what they can expect. Let's get a bit about you. So if you were a cartoon character, who would you be?
Oh, cartoon character. Which cartoon character? Man, I'd probably be Cookie Monster. I'm a sucker for a good chocolate chip cookie. Yeah. So I'd probably be. Everyone loves the Cookie Monster, So yeah. I would be a Cookie Monster.
Excellent. And if you had to be an animal, what would that be?
You know what? I think the animal, one of the best animals out there, is the dog. And here's the reason why. For those of you that don't have a dog, you have a dog. We all go out there and we work hard. We come home and we're in a bad mood or we're in a good mood. It doesn't matter what kind of mood you do. When you open your door, your kids might hate you that day. Your wife might be mad at you. But you know who always comes running to greet you? The dog. The dog always loves you. So for me, I love everybody. I'm always about giving lots of love and giving lots of happiness. So I definitely think it's the dog.
I think that's great sharing.
Yeah.
So let's hope we get to see you in the UK and other European destinations sometime soon. Mark, it's been a pleasure.
Mark, it's been a pleasure too. Thank you so much.
Take care.
All right,
cheers,
bye-bye.
Man.
So I I hope you enjoyed that. Mr. Fisher is a very interesting character.
He's full of energy and positivity.
Well, we had a distributor meeting. I think it was 7:30 on the Tuesday, Pete.
Yeah,
AM.
I'm glad I don't get invited.
Absolutely. And he got up and did a speech there, and he's really good. He's really it's really energetic. And at 7:30 in the morning, he was very energetic and
good for him.
So it's really good. So hopefully you found that all interesting. So it's that time of year again, Pete, and it's sort of starting to see a bit of sunshine creeping in. And things that happened and that sort of thing. So I think we should talk about that, really, shouldn't we? So we're just about to kick off our Great Outdoors campaign, which, that's probably obvious, isn't it? It's just that time of year. We spent 6 months in the dark, and we're longing for a bit of sunshine.
I've got to say, this cold has just gone on forever, hasn't it? I can't wait to get out of this, and I keep looking outside. I need to get out and get cracking on the garden, getting it back in order, and crank up the outdoor audio as always, and
that's like,
enjoy life.
It's like we've even teed that up, Pete.
I did.
I've
got no script here, look, guys. There's no hands.
So I did want to talk about outdoor audio in particular, but outdoor. And we are we're going to rev up our outdoor campaign. We call it the Great Outdoors. It's just featuring our products that go nicely in there. But I do know that you are Mr. Outdoor Audio, and you love it, don't you?
I do.
You've got a real passion for outdoor audio.
I do, and I know customers have said I'm normally very positive and enthusiastic about everything we do, but outdoor audio and outdoor living just goes up another level. Because I've lived with outdoor audio for all the time I've had my own outdoors, basically, whether it was a very early day piece of speaker from whoever, to now where I've got, sounds posh, 2 zones, but the 2 zones are, I've got 1 zone if I get one friend come round, and if we bring the rest of the family, I might switch the other zone on. But it's a couple of pairs of speakers, but they're very important to us and our life. Once this darkness goes away and the temperature starts to rise, it's getting home, and it's not spending time indoors. It's going outside and enjoying it. And there could be a bit of light music running in the background. It's not about all thumping big music, upsetting neighbours and what have you. Although we have got the facility to do that if we need to.
They can move, right? If they don't like it, they
I've
can always move. Yeah.
Well, my old neighbours moved. Actually, they moved on. It took 2.
Was that the reason?
They loved it there, but took 2.5 years for the new guys to move in, and they don't know what's hit them yet.
Right.
So we got some banging parties planned for the.
We can always do them a special deal, can't you? So
I keep sort of cutting me. I said, sorry, mate, I can't hear what you're saying, mate. Is there a problem? But no, it's to me. I don't listen to music indoors. I just don't do it. I'll do my very, very small immersive system in the front room. Enjoy movies, whatever it is. But outdoor is where I get my pleasure from music, and our friends and whoever's come round gets that enjoyment. It's really, really important. You can take it up several levels, obviously, with the rest of the outdoor entertainment, with TVs being available and that sort of thing for outdoors. I'm not interested in that personally, but on it. But the music is absolutely very, very important to us. And I've just lived with it for so many years. And I've got to say, it's over the years, and even when I was on the other side of the fence, specifying on projects, I would always be one that delivered more outdoor audio than any of the rest of the team. Because of the passion, you go and meet the client, you'd be presented with a set of stunning house plans, whatever size the property was. But one of my first questions was, well, where's the landscape drawings? And they don't come to the party always. But it's got to be a big consideration. There's many of our customers that do a fantastic job of it.
Because typically the house gets drawn up, but the
house gets drawn up. And some of these properties that our customers are working on are amazing properties, no matter what size or shape they are. And inevitably, there's a big investment going on tidying up the garden after all the buildings and everything else has gone on. There's some fantastic gardens out there. It's another room of the house. It's an extension of the house. You know, customers will spend a fortune on furniture and so many other things that are going to be outside for the birds to fly over and deposit their thoughts on. But so you need good entertainment product out there, whatever shape or size out there. I remember walking around a property not so long ago with one of our customers, and a brilliant project being put together inside. I think I was just there, almost being introduced as Mr. Origin Acoustics to the client, and he had a fantastic cinema going in as well from our other guys. And then we went into the outdoor area. We'd walked the house, and it was fantastically spec'd. And we walked outside, and my customer had said, "This is where I am going to hand you over to me." We just sat and talked for a little while, get to understand the customer, what his entertaining habits might be or might not, friends, types of music, how frequent, all these sorts of things might be happening. And we walked the perimeter of the grounds. It wasn't massive, but we walked the perimeter of the property, and there were very special things being placed in various areas of this. And yeah, every area we went to, it was, we're going to need some music here. Do we want it visible? Do we want to try and lose it? Do we want to hide it? Do we want to make a feature piece of this? How important is this? And we could scale that. In the offering from Origin Acoustics, certainly, in what he did. And by the time we'd finished, I think it came to about £35,000-40,000 worth of audio. You're not going to walk into projects like that every day, but it was down to, you know, engaging with that client with enthusiasm and telling him and showing him what he could do. And trust me, in certain areas where we got one of our largest products from Origin Acoustics going down, I tried to scale it down, and it was this client was just in a position where he said, "No, I want as much as I can possibly do in here without going silly." You don't come across those guys often, but you know, £35,000-40,000, a lot of money of entertainment for their chill out areas and the party and the fun time and the kids play areas that were going on. Unless you engage with that guy, that project walk round could have stopped when we got to the sort of out towards the back, the kitchen doors to go out to the garden. It could have just stopped. He did only have a small idea of what he wanted to achieve, and then we walked and he talked himself into every bit of it. I had nothing to do with it, I promise.
So we should take that commission back, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Got it.
But no, it's whatever you're doing at whatever scale, and I think some of the things I've seen over the years, and I feel guilty of it. I've done it, and where we go and see more. Some properties and we'll see, we've wired for some outdoor audio, and we've got this pair of cables hanging outside of the patio doors as you walk out to there. Great, it's been designed in, it's been thought about on it, but really, in my opinion, it's not the right place for that. It doesn't look particularly pretty, I don't think, but if you're sitting on that patio area, you've either got the speaker shouting down at you quite sharply, or it's your neighbours at the end of your garden that's actually going to benefit, because in some of this, it is going to sound really, really nice in the neighbour's garden, and it's different in yours. And the guidance would be, certainly from me, is always try and get these products, get them out facing the back of the house on it. They could be on post, stumps in the ground, whatever you want to do, but get them facing the house, and it uses the back of the house as an additional baffle as well, because one of the big things we lose is bass when we go outside. So it's a small tip, but a worthy one of even the simplest of outdoor installations.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people thought, well, okay, why don't we attach it to the back of the house and do it that way? But actually, to get that more. That's just then part of the house again, really, isn't it? Where actually what we want to do is take it into the garden.
Yeah, get it into the garden as you walk out. You've got some friends coming. Oh, it's just you and the family are going out there to chill out. The garden is singing at you on it, rather than this audio coming down from up on high on there. But whatever suits. But I guess my message is spend time, effort, and energy with your customers. And as I know in my years of doing it, so many customers just did not know that they could have audio of good quality outside, and that's where they're going to spend a lot of time, and they will spend an awful lot of money getting that garden looking right. So lighting opportunities and great audio, and the amount of video that we're seeing outdoors as well is pretty incredible. So
I suppose the message here is reach out. We've got you've got your passion, we've got a lot of expertise in the business.
Absolutely.
And also, like from, and I'm sure there's lots of other guys out there that have got design services, but we work with Origin Acoustics. They've got design to service, and only too happy to help. And if we can help, create that passion for the end user and add, and
that adds value to the project when an installer will, if it's slightly reaching outside his comfort zone, but even if it's not, it's really, really nice to get the drawings over to us. We get them through to Origin Acoustics, and they'll do a full-on heat map of where the audio is going to be, what it's going to be covering, and maybe it's good, better, best areas if that need be on it. And the client often treasures that drawing once it's done, and he only gets it if he buys it. But once that's delivered, and I've had the pleasure of seeing some amazing outdoor projects. It's good, but yeah, please add it on, guys.
Absolutely,
add to the entertainment.
So I think obviously part of your other passion and why the outdoor audio is so is you need the barbecue to go with it, right?
You've got to be out there, and I've been known to be cooking out there on Christmas Day, whatever the weather. There's been white stuff on the ground, and I've cooked some of the best roast potatoes ever on a barbecue. But
because I heard that you're that serious about barbecues that you went. Who did you go and see? It was a barbecue.
It was really cool. I had this amazing, and it was a traditional Aussie barbecue for years, probably best part of 18 odd years, and it finally started showing signs of wear on it. I thought let's have a look around. I did a bit of research like we all do. Ended up in this really nice garden centre that looked way out of my budget, so I can tell you. But I started looking around at some of the outdoor kitchens. They were not barbecues; these were huge. And my wife immediately said, "You can't have that because it's better than the kitchen." But we had some fun, and I met with this guy. I threw him a couple of questions, but this guy wasn't just the guy that worked in there. This guy was a specialist.
He had a special title, didn't he?
He was the barbecue consultant. He was a consultant, this guy.
Only you could go and see a barbecue consultant.
And it was, wow, did I get an education? And it really made me feel good, because I think there's so many of us in our industry that's what we do. We don't sort of realise it because we're doing it every day. But I really gained some comfort that I was sort of on the right track of what I was thinking, but he certainly gave me some information. I can't remember the name of my Barbie. I should have checked, but it is just a traditional gas grill. I do have traditional coal Weber. There are many other barbecue names available, but it is a different way of life, and cooking that out there. And I don't know what it is that it's, as soon as you start to cook, this must not sound sexist in any way or threatening. I've got the HR police after me, but it always turns into the man's kitchen outside for some reason. On it, both my boys love to take over the controls on the barbecue, and we do some pretty crazy, exciting food and on it. but it's just regular food on it. But with my involvement in football, one of my players' dads, he's got his own channel, Barbecue Life, and what he knocks up and cooks up in his place is absolutely unreal. You shared
that with me. I've said that. It's making my mouth water now.
He does. And he's barbecue guys, companies have sent him very expensive barbecues for him to talk about, use and experiment with, and share his views and opinions. So I feel we must sort of maybe mix this up and maybe have an outdoor audio and barbecue and a bit of a chef event.
I think that's a great idea.
That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
I got the boys from Lutron, Matt and Paul. They were sharing with me they got this passion. Have you come across? Is it the big green egg?
Big green egg.
Yeah. I mean that looks epic as well. I mean that does. It looks. And honestly, they apparently they've got WhatsApp groups around it. They're if I get a big green egg, I'm allowed to join the WhatsApp group. So
I haven't quite gone down that dark
I mean, this
side,
is serious stuff, right?
But yeah, there's some great stuff for outdoors, and it's a different flavour. It's a slightly different method. Same but different. We're heating up food to serve and have fun, being entertained outdoors.
I think actually, we've always done well on outdoor audio and some other bits, but actually, I think post-pandemic, that definitely made the outdoors a more important place, didn't it? It definitely upped it, and I think we see that. When we see these house designs come in now, there's dedicated builds. The building, the terrace areas, and everything such as that. You can see that happening, and it's more important now, and it's a great opportunity for our customers to get in there and add extra value.
Yeah, no, it was. During the pandemic, it was, when you couldn't go out or encouraged not to go out, but you could go out and spend time in your own garden. We saw an uplift in that sort of business going on at that time, and that was good, and that shows the importance of those values of music outside while you're doing everything else on it. But no, I love the outdoors, love a bit of music, whatever. But outdoors is the place for me. Well, thanks for sharing that passion with us, because that is deep dive into the Alloway's garden experience and your barbecue experience. Most importantly, your essential barbecue. So, if anything barbecue knowledge, come to you, right? I'm not the ultimate, but it is worth trying to track down. Some of these some real good guys out there giving some good advice, not only on the cooking but the types of barbecues that work for you. And you've mentioned your WhatsApp group and. But there's different, just like what we offer. There's a product that's right for everyone.
Well, thanks for sharing that for us, and we look forward to those times where we can get out into the garden, get the suntan lotion out, and we'll be well away. So I think we're probably running out of time, Pete. So we've sort of rambled on a bit, haven't we? So, but hopefully interesting rambles. But I just thought, obviously, rounding up from ISE. So those that didn't get to ISE and didn't get to see the things that are going on there, we've got some events happening. There's some events going on as well. So I just thought I'd shout out a few things that we're doing a bit of an insight and maybe some heads up really. We got a social event that we're about to launch, which we're tongue-in-cheek calling Invision Flicks. That's, do you like that name?
Guess where that's going to go.
We got on the 19th of April, we've got an event going on where we're hiring out the Electric Cinema in Portobello Road. I don't know if you've seen it. It's really, really cool.
Really cool looking place.
Vintage cinema and very Art Deco-y style and everything like that. I don't know if we got the film choice down yet, but so watch out for that and watch out for us shouting out that. So that's going to be really cool. Bit of a social event.
It's a fun. It really is. It's aimed about having a bit of fun and meeting up some great customers on that one. But there's always an ulterior motive, I guess. There's a bit of nice, interesting electronics in there. Isn't there?
There is. I don't want to give too much away, but yes, it's powered by a friend of ours.
Powered by a friend. There's the key. Powered by a friend.
It's powered by a friend. Yeah. So we got some links in there, but really we're just trying to have a bit of fun, really. So that's coming up, and obviously we've got the CEDIA Tech Summits, which are in April, May, and
June,
June.
July?
Looking at my notes, I think there's London, Leeds, and Edinburgh. So look out for those. There'll be
one of them falls on my birthday, so I've yet to flip a coin whether I'm going to be there or not. Yeah,
my word. That's not heard of.
But yeah,
we'll buy a cake, don't worry.
Get bored. Cheers, guys.
So there's that, and then we've got a big event which is planned in now for the 13th, 14th, and 15th of June. Committed to cinema at Innovation House. And the big headline is, it's been confirmed, Scott Cricks, the founder and owner of Cricks, is coming over. So he's flying over all the way from us,
down under.
all the way from down under. So that's a big deal. So and there'll be other lineups. The senior Trinov team are also coming over as well. So it's going to be more details to follow. But I just thought I'd give it a shout out. And obviously we're also signed up for EI Live. So if you have missed ISE, there's plenty of other chances to get your social fixes.
Absolutely.
But also see product and see things. And we're there and we'll show you stuff. But there's others showing stuff as well. And so
there'll be other stuff happening as well. We got some other stuff to fit into the diaries. On it, so obviously a lot of the bespoke stuff with us, but I guess a big shout for Essential Install. It's a great event in the diary, and it is an event. And everyone,
I think they're pretty much sold out on stands and everything like that. It's so everyone. Everyone's going to be there.
I think we see its value, as do many other manufacturer distributors, but it's about getting the industry there. And come and spending some time with as many people as they can on it, particularly the ones that couldn't get out of IC for whatever reason. But look forward to seeing everyone throughout the year on these events.
Keep an eye out for notices, and we look forward to the next podcast.
Does that mean we've got to do more of these?
Oh, unfortunately,
I know. Well, we're open for votes, guys, whether we should continue.
Absolutely. Whether people are listening or not. Do you know what? I quite enjoy it. I don't really mind. If people are listening, it's good. If not, it's fine. I think we've set a time for it. So I think this is going to go out next Monday, which will be the last Monday of the month.
Last Monday of each month.
Last Monday of February. End of February already, which is unbelievable. So the goal, I think, is to get this out last Monday of every month. So please, if you are interested and want to listen to us ramble on again about barbecues.
Why not?
Yeah,
why
absolutely.
not?
So hopefully you enjoyed that, our ramblings and everything like that. So
I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did.
Yeah, absolutely. And please, if you did, continue to follow us and follow this series. We're available on all the usual platforms. And
what have they got to search for?
Turn Up the Tech.
Turn Up the Tech.
Please search for Turn Up the Tech, and that's how you'll find us. We're available there. And we'll also do nods to it via our social platforms. So we're on Insta and LinkedIn and Facebook. And if you want to find them, if you put in Invision UK, that finds you. So you'll get us from there and click on our logos, and please subscribe and follow. And we want to hear from you as well. So
if you really
like it or not,
send us a message or whatever. But and unless we're told otherwise, we're going to be coming back for more.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to be doing it again. So some more Turn Up the Tech coming soon.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
Thank you.